Prince Harry's wedding to Meghan Markle is just 2 days away. For Markle, becoming a royal will mean immersing herself in British culture and customs. She's expected to adopt the code of etiquette associated with royal life. Markle, an American, also plans to become a citizen of the UK. And that means passing a test where she may have to know facts like how early pubs are open in England. It's 11 a.m., that's the answer. And who the fifth wife of Henry VIII was? The answer is Catherine Howard. Charlie D'Agata is in Windsor, England, with a look at what it takes to become a British royal. Charlie, good morning.
Good morning. This is called The Long Walk for obvious reasons, and believe it or not, Prince Harry and Meghan just drove by and gave us a wave. Now, this is where the procession will lead back to the castle on the wedding day, a day that will change Meghan's life forever.
Meghan, how are you feeling?
Falling in love with a prince was the easy part. But the moment Meghan Markle slips on that ring, Her Royal Highness takes on the role of a lifetime.
I loved the way when she was interviewed, she kept talking about the role.
Journalist Alistair Bruce is also a family friend of the royals.
To understand being a part of the royal family and therefore serving the Queen as a role is a huge advantage. I think she's going to be great.
But being great demands a mastery of protocol and perfect etiquette. For starters, who to curtsy to. She curtsies for the Queen, Prince Philip, Prince Charles, Duchess Camilla, and William and Kate. Princess Alexandra, yes. Michael of Kent, no. Princesses Beatrice and Eugenie, yes. Unless Prince Harry is in the room, in which case Meghan pulls rank and they curtsy to her. Welcome to the royal court. Former royal butler Grant Harold remembers his first introduction into that world.
You very much become an ambassador. You're told that from that day forward, everything you say and do reflects, which is true. Now that's for somebody like myself. For somebody that's actually married the family, I mean, very much, it's more than an ambassador. You know, you're part of it.
And that means some changes.
No more selfies, no more autographs, all these kind of things. She's got to stop because royals don't do autographs. They're not celebrities.
And that's a rule.
And that's a rule.
And she'll have to pass one test even immigration lawyers call insanely complex. For Meghan Markle, it'll take more than just marrying a prince to become British. She plans to gain her citizenship, and that will mean taking the Life in the UK test. It covers everything from literature to politics to, yes, gardening. It's one of the country's most popular pastimes, and Kew Gardens, one of its most famous botanical spaces. Home to the most diverse collection of living plants in the world. The majesty of London Symphony Orchestra. What better way to illustrate the importance of classical music to English culture? Now, you may not have heard of names like Gustav Holst or Ralph Vaughan Williams, but Meghan will have to know the names of those composers to get past questions on arts and culture. Looking across to the Houses of Parliament, the very center of political power here in the UK, Meghan will have to learn the ins and outs of the British government, but she may face more obscure questions, like the height of the London Eye, 443 feet to be exact. And history, of course, lots of history. Like which 800-year-old document set the foundation for British Parliament? The Magna Carta, housed here at the British Library. Even actual British people struggle to answer some of the questions. St. Andrew is the patron saint of which country?
Lithuania.
Come on, that's an easy one. What's the height of the London Eye?
Oh, God, I'm useless. I don't know.
That's an actual question.
Is it? Wow, I feel sorry for her. It's really hard.
Who is the fifth wife of Henry VIII?
Oh, I've got no idea.
Who invaded England in 1066?
Oh, the Normans.
Hey, you got
yes,
one right.
I got it.
Which didn't exactly fill me with confidence when I took the citizenship test myself last week. That was so hard. Okay, here's the moment. I passed! Yay! God save the Queen! Marrying into any family can be a bit daunting for any bride, but this one comes with an especially steep learning curve.
Well, it's a learning curve that anybody can take on. You know, if you love someone, you'll learn anything. And if you've got someone who you love beside you, you'll be able to learn it.
And if it is true that love conquers all, the prince and his princess bride might just live happily ever after. Now, a person who knows the couple told us there's been a lot of discussion about how Meghan fits into the royal family, but what about the other way around? She's a strong individual, a political activist. She may change the way people view the royals. Norah?
Ooh, Charlie D'Agata in Windsor. I like that point. That maybe that she can kind of shake things up inside the family.
All families are a blend.
They
you
are.
know?
They are.
She'll blend in the new one.
Congratulations also on him passing the test.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Very
Studied
impressive.
a lot, yeah.
And you can see how Charles' own royal lesson went on CBSThisMorning.com. He took a tea etiquette class with former royal butler Grant Harold. Do you like how I always put on my British accent?
Like Pavlovian.
I do. I think that gets you a couple of points on the test.
I know. Can't help it.